For the people
on delay right now?
No, okay, sorry. No, we're good. We're good. All right, so yeah, we're live on YouTube. This is going to be a weird introduction. This might be a weird episode. This is for the people that are watching it. This is not going to be the actual setup. Plan on doing a few things to the basement and recording in the basement. I haven't told you that, but we talked about it earlier. So 2 out of 3 kind of got voted in.
We could also, I don't know if y'all want to, but I've got a pretty rad Louisville basement if we want to bounce around sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously once we get like the new
Travel,
the travel stuff ready for podcast, but first and foremost, against the grain, what is it? Loo-a-vuhl Pale.
Louisville Pale, what you are? A Louisville Pale.
It doesn't even look like me.
It looks literally like him.
All right, it does.
Next to the camera.
It does look a little like me.
That is literally you, bro.
I might dye my mustache green. Crack it open. Kenny's a little late to the party, like always.
I'm still recovering from Saturday.
That's
What did
fair.
you do Saturday?
I worked Craft Bash in 95-degree weather, and I wanted to die.
Was it against the grain there?
They were.
Where
They were. Shout out Santa Cruz.
Can we talk about the weather on this podcast?
Why
I'm so sick of the summer. Is the summer over yet?
Why are we talking about the weather?
Sorry,
I
I just
say
had
yes.
I had to vent.
Let's push it over into football. I'm tired of this weather because I know once the weather gets a little cooler, it's football season.
Football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know we have 8 more Saturdays?
I know I read somewhere it was like 70 something days.
Trying to get me hard, dude?
Yeah.
I've been hard.
Yeah, it's 60,
Thinking about it.
60,
He's bricked up for bro.
69 days from Raiders football. So, I mean, I know how excited you guys are about that.
No one cares about the Raiders.
That's fair.
They're the Patriots.
Sorry.
Go Steelers.
Oh my God. Anyway, so like I was saying, it's gonna be a kind of a weird episode. I guess I gotta kind of look over here a little bit, but
That's delicious.
My phone is not that down yet.
it is pretty good.
Born
Not
out
gonna
of
lie.
poor.
You're a poor.
You did just pour that like straight up, like cup was straight up. There was no tilt to it whatsoever.
It's like carbonation.
A fucking,
Let's see what you got,
it's a beer
bud.
float right now.
So Jordan will let us know how
I've
he feels about the beer
I've taken
at the end of
two.
the
I've
episode.
taken 2 sips and like mine is here. It's a
Phone's up.
phone's.
So while Jordan's getting through that phone, Zach, do you have something you want to get off your chest?
I do. Since I was a little boy, I would like to add, I have been a gigantic Celtics fan. Yeah, I'll let you look at.
I've never seen you with hair.
Look at a little. Yeah. I had it. I had it. You have too. You knew me when I had long hair. Yeah. So I'm very, very, very happy. There goes that picture. I'm very happy. I would like to first and foremost say I told you also. I would also like to say fuck you, I'm cool.
Listen.
And who called it? I said Celtics in 5.
You did. You called
I gave the Mavs 1 game at home, and what happened?
So who won the MVP? I didn't watch too many of the games. I just wanted to know who won the MVP.
I don't think it was Tatum.
That doesn't matter.
I don't think.
I think what we need to discuss is, when it comes to like putting the team on your back, how can you do that if you're the 3rd best player on a team?
First off,
You might not even be third.
Statistically,
Kristaps Porzingis would have played more games.
Jalen, and
Peyton Pritchard,
maybe even Derek White.
Drew Holiday.
Peyton.
Drew Holiday had a great. Would you even have? Would you?
I would bench Tatum
Would
if
you
I was the
start
Celtics.
That is what we should talk about. So next year, should Tatum even start?
Second string for sure.
you wanna pull up the stats and bring it. Statistically, he had more stats, and that's what all LeBron fans want to go off of anyway. So
Please don't get it started.
Stats
wise.
wise.
Oh, that's a great topic that we could. I know I hate to stop talking about your team, but what about the LeBron and Bronny ordeal? Everybody's making a big deal out of it. What do you think? Do you think if you're a Lakers owner, you're deciding to pick that guy?
Well, considering that
No.
the only reason they own the Lakers is because her dad owned the Lakers, I think that nepotism is okay.
Well, I'm just saying.
In this instance,
I'm not. I'm just asking.
I don't think
would
that's
you
the
pick
same
Bronny?
thing though.
Would
I
you
don't-
pick Bronny?
If
I guess it keeps.
if
LeBron.
I was averaging 27, 7 and 7 over 21 years, and my son had an opportunity to be drafted, I would tell my owner to go draft my son.
If I could have not drafted him and got him in free agency, because
Oh, you're gonna be
Let's
able
be
to get
honest.
him. He's not
Yeah.
going in. I mean, unless there's a team
If
out
the-
there that decides they want to
But
pick
you-
him up to draw LeBron.
I'm not gonna
the
lie.
Hawks. They were talking like the Hawks were
a
gonna
couple days before the draft, I literally said to myself, "How fucking funny would it be if the Celtics picked him in the first round? You just won a championship. You don't really need anything. It would have been a fuck you to LeBron. It would have been a fuck you to the Lakers.
Not really,
And
because
just-
LeBron
and
was
just-
gonna go wherever Bronny.
and just
went,
help.
To be fair,
He ain't going to the Celtics. I can
he's
guarantee
going,
you
I
that.
bet he's going anywhere Bronny was getting
No.
picked.
No, I mean, Bryce is going to be the better of the two sons anyway, so I guess it really
Are
doesn't
you looking
matter.
at stats?
And LeBron is going to be in the league still whenever Bryce gets picked. And
I mean,
he'll
yeah,
probably
it's
still
only-
be averaging
it's only
27.
3 years.
No. He'll retire next year.
Why? Why would you stop?
Because he will.
If you can keep playing the way that you're playing, why?
I
stop?
think honestly, I think if Bronny was his only son, I think he would retire next year. Like
I still
he's
think he'll retire.
he's a business, like mogul. Like he has a lot of stuff off the court that he likes to do, and like yeah, you can still do it, but like why not just go out, looking good and not
Draw it out.
Jordan,
And who do you,
Michael,
how
not you.
How many opportunities do you get a chance to play their son? I mean, like it's the Ken Griffey
Oh, yeah.
thing all over again.
Oh, 100%.
You're never going to forget that time that you got to play with
forever.
your son.
Yeah.
I understand the allure behind it, but
Until
I
he
think
misses his first shot.
you've got to. He's gonna retire. I mean, sooner than later. I think. It's just a matter of time. He's getting old, man.
But speaking of retiring, you know who should retire from appearing in the NBA Finals? Jason Tatum. My man is scoring 27-7, 4 turnovers, and on shooting only 35% from the field in 11 finals games.
I can shoot better than 35%.
Yeah, and then but like one of those finals, he was literally hurt the entire time.
He's still averaging 27-7 and 4 turnovers on 35% from the field.
Okay, but my thing is, he was hurt the entire
This
Golden,
finals, he only averaged 38%.
Golden State. Doesn't matter. Celtics won the championship. That's all I fucking care about. I don't give a shit if.
But I think we could put the Jason Tatum thing to rest. He's not even the best player on the team. So I don't think we can put him in the top 10 in the league.
I think that's the beautiful thing about the Celtics. Literally, none of them have to be the best player on the team. There's been times where Jason Tatum's the best player on that entire team. There's been times where Drew Holiday is. There's been times, obviously, where
That's why they
where
won.
Brown are.
They bounced
They-
their talent off of each other. And
Yeah, literally.
depend on one person.
And
Like
everybody's
the
star
Mavs.
player got hurt during the playoffs.
Well, I mean, Luka did get hurt for real.
Bro. So are you? So okay.
He's trying to hurt his feelings.
I'm trying to stay calm. So tell me this: did everyone's star players get hurt this entire season? Then why the fuck
Let's take a look.
were they the number one team the entire year? Statistically, you can't argue with that. Because they were the number one team
It's still fucking
damn near the entire
Because
year.
of racism. Fueled by racism.
This is 2024. Wasn't fueled by racism. And we would never let that happen in the NBA. Maybe golf.
golf or NASCAR.
I mean, do you like NASCAR? The only
So I mean, not to stay on the finals thing. You know, I can get over it. Celtics won, but we're already into next year, right? The finals have been we're closer to next year than I even care about the finals. So, who, in your opinion, poses the biggest threat to the Celtics? Now, we've had a couple moves in free agency, one pretty big one in the East as well. But minus any other moves at this point, which team poses the biggest threat to stopping your repeat?
Next year. So, the repeat. You know, honestly,
It's not the Warriors.
it's
Traded everyone away.
I think right now in the East, I realistically I want to say the 76ers, but I need to see one, how Embiid bounces back, and two, how Paul George and mixes in with like Maxey and Embiid. Next year, I don't think so. I think going down the road.
So you think you will repeat?
I'm talking about. I mean, obviously, every single year, I'm gonna think that we're gonna win the fucking championship. It's a part of being a fan. I mean, realistically, I threw $20 on Louisville basketball at the beginning of last season to win the national championship.
Season or this coming
last season?
How much you putting on the Patriots this year?
I might throw a 20 on.
The Patriots are favored to lose every game. Every game.
So you think about it, all you
That's
gotta do is win a couple of them.
It's great fucking odds.
But, you know, we do have some breaking news, though. So, according to Shams, Jason Tatum just finalized a 5-year, $314 million max contract extension. He's now the highest paid player in the NBA. The third best player on the Celtics is now the best, highest paid player in the league right now.
There you go.
So, when we come back and thinking about, you know, biggest threats to the Celtics, are the Celtics their own biggest threat? I mean, you got to give Tatum all this money.
How though?
You're paying Tatum a whole lot of money. Where's the rest of the money go?
Brown's already got his bag. We just signed White to an extension. Drew Holiday's already locked up for 2 years. So is Porzingis is locked up for 2 years. Peyton Pritchard in the middle of last season got an extension. The best player on the Celtics, Luke Cornett, he just signed a deal. So with Luke Cornett, we can't lose. I don't think Luke Cornett's ever played in a game that we lost. I'm just saying. I need to know the stats on that, but Luke Cornett is, in my opinion.
I'm sick of basketball. Is it football season yet?
We're close.
Is it football season? Look up the days. Can we have a countdown? Somebody throw up a countdown. 72 days, 73 days.
Well,
come on, Mr. Stat Guy.
God. Are we talking about pro or?
No, I want college football.
So we got 66 days into the NFL.
Oh, she got me excited. I guess there's not much longer after that for
college.
And according to College Football Select, we have 53 days, 19 hours, 6 minutes, and 42
till
seconds.
College football? The first game?
Yes.
53 days?
53 days.
Well.
There's no way.
Well,
I mean, I'm only looking at the internet.
Well, we know how that's wrong.
Yeah.
So, go figure. But, yeah, I mean, you know, obviously there's going to be teams, but at the same time, I'm going to, like...
Yeah, it's August 24th.
What game is the first game?
I'm looking it up right now.
Weird, random game.
But...
Is it the one that's overseas, or is that next year? There's an overseas game for college football coming up, I heard or read somewhere. I can't remember who it was, though.
Oh, we get Florida State and Georgia Tech in Dublin, Ireland.
Oh, see? That's what I thought. I was going to say Ireland, but I wasn't sure. You would think they'd send Notre Dame there.
They did last year.
Let's see what this is all about.
That sounds kind of racist.
They were probably scared.
They should send Notre Dame over to the they're the Fighting Irish, so they should play in Ireland.
Celtics should play Ireland.
Yeah. They should play where black people don't go.
Oh.
That way their fans can't
They
go.
didn't want Sam Fartman to embarrass the Irish. It would have been embarrassing getting the crud kicked out of you.
They won against
on
Army
your
last
home
year.
turf.
Or Navy, I mean. They won against the Navy
Who?
last year. Notre Dame.
I'm talking
What am-
about Sam Fartman throwing 17 interceptions to the Louisville. Sam
What? One of my favorite things is what was it? It was a Senior Bowl, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's
When
it.
he
He
threw
threw an
another
interception to a Louisville player. God, he has some.
I'm pretty sure it was Keitrell Clark.
I still stand behind the fact that we
I
should
thought it was
we
Stanquan.
should have signed him.
Stanquan's on the team right now.
Who? You
Keitrell's in Arizona.
We should have signed him 100%.
Who?
Hartman. That motherfucker is
who
so
should have signed him?
Louisville.
Fuck that.
I know,
Wow.
he
He is so fucking good at throwing to a Louisville jersey.
Oh, yeah, true.
That motherfucker has
I
100%.
did not know what you were.
That motherfucker has 100%.
We
He's
missed
got,
it.
he's got 100% pass completion through 3 years.
I mean, but if we're going to talk about Louisville quarterbacks, I mean, why don't we talk about the current roster that we do have, and how big of a leash are you all willing to give Shuck going into the year? With what we have waiting.
First loss, if it's early.
Wow, that's a short leash.
First loss.
We're
If
going
it's
straight to
early.
Pierce Clarkson.
Listen, hear me out. Okay. I think you give him a leash if he does well for the first. I mean, our schedule is not that rough for the first, 3 games at least? 4 games?
Oh, if we lose one of the first
If
two
you
games,
lose
then-
one of the first 2 games, guarantee you have to sit him. If it falls into, if it's the fault is at his feet, you have to
Yeah.
sit him.
I think it depends
And
on.
put Pearson.
I was about to say. I think it depends on like when in the season it comes for one. But
That's what I'm saying,
But
yeah.
also who it is.
Oh, for
Like
sure,
if you
for sure.
like
yeah.
if you lose to
Austin P.
yeah,
Or
if you lose to like Miami, it's
oh
that's
no,
completely,
yeah, that's
like,
different.
like,
no,
all right,
that's
I
what I'm
kind of
saying.
get
That's
it, but
completely different.
if you lose to Austin P or
Yeah.
any of the little cupcake teams that we have,
Let's hear the first however many games, and I'll tell you to stop when I'm.
Oh, it's Austin Peay,
Yeah.
Jacksonville State,
Yeah.
Georgia Tech,
Okay.
Notre Dame.
Okay. So if any of the first 3 games
You-
lost and it's his fault, like you clearly can see that he's struggling, I put him on the bench, bro. Bench.
Are you throwing Pierce Clarkson into his first game in South Bend, Indiana?
the man,
I mean,
the
that
man,
wouldn't-
the
that
man
wouldn't-
was made for it.
I mean, I don't know.
I've been calling for him to start for 2 years now, so definitely after.
Again, it's subjective. So let's say our boy Shuck loses a game, the first or second game. I think you definitely put Pearson and start him the third game
Or you
because
just wrap up the whole season if we lose one of the first 2 games.
Yeah.
So,
I wouldn't say wrap
Yeah.
up the whole season.
No,
but
wrap it up.
wrap it up.
Wrap it
Put
up.
a bow on.
You can.
well, let's
you
just
can-
if
you
we
can-
lose
COVID year.
if we lose one of
Yeah.
the first 3 games, I'm gonna go into full meltdown mode.
I mean, honestly,
But I'm just saying, if there's clear errors by Shuck
think-
that caused us to lose in one of those first 3 games, you have to sit him and put Pearson.
I think even with the 12 team like playoff though, if you lose one of those first 3 games, you're out. They're gonna look down on us because
Oh yeah, for sure.
even if you win out, they're gonna look down on us. Like at that point, you have to win out and win the ACC championship.
Yeah,
Or you are not getting
I
into the
agree.
playoffs. They will literally pick and choose. They'll be so picky. Like, yeah,
I'm not saying I think we're gonna lose one of those games. The question was, how short of a leash are you giving Chuck? And that's the best way I can explain how short of a leash. I give him a leash if he does well through the first 3 games and then goes into Notre Dame and maybe stumbles into a loss. I could see that happening. Or
I agree with that.
you know what I mean? Like Notre Dame's a tough game, and I could see you stumbling into a loss there. There's no reason we should lose one of those first 3 games.
No, I don't think I.
Knock
Knock
on
on
wood.
fucking wood, but I don't see it happening. Even if he plays shitty and we put a backup in, realistically, the defense should keep us in and
Yeah, right.
just fucking start running the ball more. Like, not 100%. Who's our
What about you? You didn't.
who's our
let's hear your
starting
answer to your
running back
question.
right now?
Pretty sure it's Turner.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Turner?
No, it's Cheney.
Is it Cheney?
It's got to be Cheney. It's,
Have we seen it?
I would
chart
say
since the spring?
I haven't, but I'm
I don't
gonna
think so.
go out on a limb and say It's Cheney.
And then Maurice is the change of pace back.
You know,
And then maybe
I'm gonna
Maurice. I've heard good things about the new guy. Was it Isaac Brown?
I don't know. I'm gonna say this.
Heard great things about him.
And remember, I'm a big guy too. Okay, so I'm not saying this like to be mean. You go out on a limb. That limb is gonna fucking break. like it's gonna fucking break. So,
What?
I mean, just looking at the schedule, I think realistically, we go in, if we were to hypothetically lose the Notre Dame game and then lose to either SMU or Miami, I think you hand the reins over to Pierce Clarkson for the Boston College game and then let him play out the rest
That's
of the year.
definitely a good
That
game
way
to
you
start.
give him a warm-up game, not to say Boston College won't be a challenge. They always play us tough for whatever reason.
Is that one
But
at
you
home?
give him a
But-
warm-up game going into Clemson.
but if you're being smart about it too, realistically, all right, we go up 28-0 against Austin Peay.
When
Put-
we go up 20
yeah,
to nothing?
Put
Okay.
put Clarkson in. Like
Yeah,
that was one
that's-
thing that I didn't like about like Braum last year is I felt like he didn't put in the second and third strings quick enough.
Well, that one game when we scored like 100 points, he did. He put 7 quarterbacks in or something.
Oh yeah, that
And all of them scored a touchdown.
yeah, that's fair.
Which was nutty. So this question, I like the question, but I feel like Brahm's already given us an answer to that. Unless Shuck absolutely just goes out and blows ass for like the first 6 games and we lose 4 of the first 6 games or something. Last year, Jeff Brom never, ever faltered or gave up on who he put in the driver's seat. And that guy was, buns. But I don't want to doubt what Brom. I mean, he's a quarterback mastermind.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
I
But I
want-
don't think he steers off of the path that's Tyler Shuck unless just a complete abomination.
I think you're right, but I also think that I think Braum believes in Shuck just for the simple fact that he brought him here. And I realized that he brought
Clarkson.
who's our quarterback?
Plummer guy?
Plummer, yeah, Jack Plummer. I couldn't remember. I could remember Jack, but Plummer wasn't
Jack.
Which is funny because I literally see the entire all last year on my way to work. I saw
Tom
Tom Drexler
Plummer man.
but I think he got Plummer because he knew he was comfortable with Plummer. He had worked with Plummer. They were at Purdue together. So you couldn't go into a brand new system and a brand new school and obviously it's his system, but I think he needed that some form of
I get what you're saying, but I think he also holds a lot of value in the wisdom of an older quarterback.
Oh,
And a
100%,
guy that's
yeah.
done it, you know what I mean? That's why he went after Plummer. That's why he went after Shuck. Now, I don't know what his leash looks like. If you were to ask Braum, I don't know what he would say. But
He's gonna be on the episode next episode. No, I'm joking. Disclaimer: he will not be.
Steve Clarkson did say he would come on, so that's pretty cool.
That's fair. Well, we got to get that set up once we get the all the visuals and stuff actually looking good. But I will say it though, 100%. I do think that last year it was a comfortable move to bring Plummer back in. I think he picked Shuck. There was a lot of quarterbacks, and honestly, a lot of quarterbacks that Louisville could have had. And that's who he picked. So, and the only downfall, I've watched highlights. I watched a few of his games last, few seasons or whatever. Him staying healthy, that's my biggest question. I don't ask the question when do we pull him if things start going bad. My big question is what are we gonna do if he doesn't stay healthy? And playing Pierce in those times where we can put a second string quarterback in,
Get him some reps.
and also you're wasting a lot of talent having him sitting on the bench.
Yeah, it would be nice to have him some. I hope he draws him up some fun plays.
Yeah.
too. I would love to see him
Sorry
Bless
for
you.
disrupting.
go out
Bless
there
you.
and sling some balls.
Bless you. But yeah, I mean, so I don't know. To answer the question, I'd have a little bit longer of a leash, I guess, than Jordan does.
It's the
but
only thing that you got that's long. What?
thank you for that one. Thanks for that one. You want to see it? can't. We'll get a YouTube strike against us. So
I'd rather see a Jason Tatum MVP award.
don't
As
worry.
soon as we
Don't
hit
worry. It's
1,000
coming next year.
followers, Zach is gonna post his OnlyFans.
What about an Only Feet? Let's get.
I was about to say, yeah,
Who
Bro.
are allergic to your
God.
bullshit?
bro.
Uh,
My God.
I
Go
don't
ahead.
know,
Go. I was about to say, you
I
look
was
like
trying
you're.
to think of like a Penny Boone roast.
Ooh.
That's gross.
I was looking forward to it.
I was so looking
I was
forward
so
to it.
excited.
I can't even hate.
I would like to know, honestly. Like it never came out what happened. They just said that there was things that Braum couldn't look past.
Who knows what happened? Every side has their story, so
Nah, that's fair.
who knows?
Could have been completely one-sided, both-sided.
I
whatever.
just think he wanted to have I think he wanted to have a full commitment that he was going to be the guy, and he wasn't going to get that. You know, with Louisville,
No.
and Jeff Brom's offense. You know, Jeff Brom's looking to put the ball all over the field,
Yeah.
and to find the most success everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't win. You don't get success out of one player. You know what I mean?
You're probably just like.
Rambling too far.
No,
away from
I was
the mic.
talking. I was talking about beating on the.
Oh,
the last 10 seconds, just like do. But no, I mean, I don't know. I'm very, very looking forward to football season. I'm looking forward to basketball season. Like, and I can't say that I've had that in
A
while. But
oh, speaking of basketball, fuck Rick Pitino. That guy's a fucking loser, dude. I told a lot of Louisville fans this, and I got a lot of backlash on Twitter from family. Like, my dad was a Pitino fan. I feel like he gave me a little bit of crap. But I've got a lot of backlash from people about the hate I've given Pitino. But, I mean, he keeps proving himself time and time again that he just doesn't care about Louisville at all. Like, it's just, I don't even know what to say about it.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here.
Oh, God, no. Not a Pitino apologist.
Why would he?
Huh?
Why would he?
We made him richer.
True, but can you say anything other than that? We gave him some money to coach basketball.
I mean,
Celtics did the same thing. Kentucky did the same thing. St. John's did the same thing. Lithuania or wherever that.
But
Greece.
the fans,
it was Greece,
the
wasn't it?
fans of this team
I just
poured a
wanted to say
lot of
Lithuania.
faith into that man. Poured a lot of money into that
I-
team, into Louisville basketball.
Yeah.
So for him to go out and blatantly just be disrespectful like that is bullshit.
I mean, I agree with it. 100%,
I get the side that we did him wrong, and he had to do what's best for him. But I mean, did we do him wrong? We did what any university in the world would have done given the circumstances.
That's a lie.
What do you mean?
Because every other university would have told the NCAA to go fuck themselves.
Not
and
every.
figure it out.
I wouldn't say that.
Name one university that did.
Nobody had as many sanction problems as Louisville did, though. After the
Did UNC hand over everything to the
yeah,
NCAA?
but they only had one incident. Louisville had multiple that we had to put ourselves.
Did
we had to
we
get
have
ahead
to?
of it. We didn't have
have
to.
to?
You look back now and you think, yeah, we probably should have just said fuck you to the NCAA, because I hate the NCAA and I agree with you 100%.
No, we
But
bent over and let them fuck us in there
We did.
for
but-
years.
I don't see how you could have gone about it any other way. They made us the poster child, and we screwed ourselves on like 3 different occasions with scandals. So I think they tried to do whatever they could to salvage it. But anyways, fuck Pitino.
That is the Fuck Patino shirts coming out soon.
Ooh.
Speaking of shirts,
And
We-
hats.
we have merch. We have merch now. We have hats. I made a bucket hat, a dad hat.
You did bucket.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you seen the? I did the.
I haven't seen any
I
of
did-
the
I-
newest stuff.
I did the Zindown Bobby.
No, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
I purposely limited it to 5 per size. That's the only that we're gonna do.
Oh,
One
love it.
One
quick
run.
run, limited run.
Oh,
5 per each size. I think I did it up to 4X.
I gotta buy one.
Yeah, so
How many of the fuck patinos gonna put you down for?
yeah,
One in every size.
Yeah, I want one for my balls.
I think
I'll wear
I
one
think what I
on
wanna
every
do
part
is
of my
we
body.
should figure out shirts that Jordan will just buy all of.
You make all the money.
I thought about it, and I mean, honestly, you know, what we can do is I would personally like to do almost because it's print on demand. So realistically, like we could do like small runs, like 20, 25 of one shirt per episode.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, as we grow, like things like that.
You produce more, right?
Yeah. Well, not even produce more. Like the quicker they go, and so like only the true diehard fans. But like we pick like one funny thing that we do. Mostly it's gonna be some stupid fucking thing that Jordan said, basically. Because the Zendout Bobby and the fuck Patino both came from Jordan. So
I'll have to come up with a picture for the fuck Patino shirt.
Oh God!
I don't know if we'd be able to put that on a shirt.
It's just the three of us in the booth that he used to sit in. Oh my God! I would buy that shirt even if I wasn't on it.
Yeah, I think we just need to, I know that like Pat Kelsey's ate there, but I think we should just bring a tub of holy water and just cleanse the booth. Just throw Zen
Zendout Bobby.
Zendout Bobby. I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Can we talk about that for a minute? I know you all don't Zen, but
they do not sponsor us.
No, I know, but they are shorthanded everywhere. You can't find any flavors, anything. Somebody said the plant burned down or some shit.
Now they probably found something in it that like kills you.
Well, let's give a bunch to Patino.
God, this episode got fucking dark. If he shows up dead, we were in Louisville, Kentucky the entire time, and we did not have anything to do with it.
Cappuccinos, or whatever that place is called. Is that it? Is it Porcini's?
Is it Porcini's?
Porcini's. I said
No,
Pacino's.
it's not. It was it Porcini's?
It's Porcini's.
Okay,
right? Wasn't it? Mm-hmm. I said Pacino's.
I couldn't remember if it was that or
what is
Vincenzo's.
It's Patino's booth at Porcini's. Porcino's.
God. Anyway.
Pacino's Pizza finished with.
The only thing. Sorry, I'm
we.
The only thing I can see about Zen's is that the distributor for Marlboro cigarettes bought them.
Pacino's Pizza
right.
finished with a 30-second glaze.
I cannot stand it. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We have merch. It'll be the link will be in the description. We have hats. We have glass like drinkware. We have shirts. Bunch of stuff is going to come. I've literally been working on a bunch of stuff. So if you wouldn't mind supporting the podcast, it goes a long way.
Go buy our shit.
Go buy our shit. So, dude, I can't with him. He's a little too much today. That fucking Duncan, the guy went straight to his head. That fucking.
He's all about caffeine and nicotine.
We're probably gonna get like a YouTube strike because he like talked about it.
Do they do that?
I think so.
Why?
I also don't think we're supposed to be drinking either. So
what?
Yeah, worst comes to worst, we will like literally just find some. We're going fucking kick.com or like, Twitch or something. I used to literally.
You gotta watch out. They'll find something about Jordan's past on Twitch. You see what they did to Dr. Dumbass or whatever his name is.
Oh, I heard that he got like.
He was messaging.
Yeah. I didn't hear what happened, but I heard that he got.
He openly admitted that he was messaging minors.
Ew.
So that'll ruin your life. Yeah, so Jordan, you need to get rid of all those skeletons in your closet, bud.
Patino is one of them.
Yeah.
All right. I don't even know how long we've been recording, honestly. Today was a weird episode, I will say that. We just kind of rambled on today. I kind of like it, but at the same time, I think Jordan didn't like being on the camera. He keeps on looking at himself. And but yeah, like I said, we will be working on a new studio and also doing it in random basements that I don't even know if it's actually his, but
Yeah, so
Jordan.
if you got a basement, we
He's
can
been
record in.
if you've had a basement, we can record it. And go ahead and hit us up on Twitter. You can see which way am I going? Oh. You can see our Twitter and YouTube and Instagram right here. Yeah,
I
you
like the
that?
little logo.
You
That's
like
pretty
that?
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that little logo.
Finger in there. Oh yeah.
That was a little too much. That was a little too much.
This episode is off the fucking rails.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Send us home, Zach.
All right, so we will get into. I feel like we've rambled on enough to this go about. We'll get into our beer reviews
Oh yeah.
again
Forgot about that.
against the
You know,
grain.
we even
Yeah,
did
because
beers.
you've been drinking foam for the last hour.
He still probably hasn't even got
Yeah.
any beer.
Do you drink all your beer?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't
I-
wait until the end to act. Okay, whatever.
No, I actually moved off camera for a little bit and poured my Miller Lite in my. Yeah, so against the grain, Louisville Pale. It's a hazy pale ale. What do we think, guys?
It's got a little funk. I like the funk.
I think you've said that about all 4 beers we've had.
They've all been like.
They've all been funky.
That funk. You might just not like beer.
No, I mean it's a good funk. Like I like the funk.
I like the funk. Play that funky music, white boy. What do you rate it, bud?
Am I going first?
Yeah, you're going first. That's water. Don't rate that. Top A. We're in Louisville, Kentucky. Voted
Cody's
the
water.
number 1 water in all of the country. But go ahead. Back to the beer.
I'm gonna give it a 2.75.
A 2.7.
Yeah,
That
wasn't
might
a
be.
huge
That's
fan of that
that's your lowest,
I know you always gives everything a 4.
right?
Damn, that's really gonna lower the rankings.
You're a 4.
Hell yeah. I like
So
that.
2.75.
I mean, it's all right. It's not for me. I definitely couldn't drink it at a game. I would be cooked.
You drink Busch Light.
That's a good game beer. I drink Cardinal. Bitch.
Okay.
I'm gonna be completely honest. At games, I'd like stay to regular like.
You don't drink the Cardinals?
I mean, they're good.
That's
but
literally all I drink.
Okay, we're gonna have an honest discussion about Cardinal in the next
Listen,
the next pod.
I drink it to support the university. So
We'll have an honest discussion on the next pod. Anyways, I'm kind of with you on this one. I'm gonna give it 2.5.
I will say, I feel like I've had this before.
I've definitely had it before.
I don't remember it though, which leaves me like, oh, okay, like it's not memorable.
Well, I'll tell you the reason why is that I'm giving it 2.5 is because it's not Citras down.
The
It's
Citras
very
down.
hard for them to create or craft an IPA that stands up to that beer.
That's fair. I will say, yeah. The Citras down is definitely, that's probably my favorite beer that they make, like, all around. I'll give it a 2.75 as well. That way we can kind of sit at the 2.5, 2.75 rating. Kenny's about to do math. What are we looking at, Kenny?
2 2/3, buddy. 2.66666666666667.
All right, Drake.
666. All right. Yeah. So
join us next week where we have an honest discussion about Cardinal and game day beers, and
well,
we find out that Jordan really only likes domestic beer.
No.
I love domestic beer.
I mean, I like domestic
I
beer.
don't. That next episode, literally the next episode, that will be one of our talking points.
Okay.
Talking about domestic versus, I won't say import, but domestic versus craft. And what are our favorite, like, casual / game day / whatever. It'll be a beer full episode. So until then, we will see you all later. Jordan.
What do I do with my hands?
Well, car ran real nice. Handled real well. And that's the end of the episode. So you all have a great day.